Hello everybody and welcome to the Backwoods Crafter. Today we're going to work in Tinkercad. It's our introduction tutorial, so to speak. Alright, so right here you have your work plane. This is where you do all your building. You can move things off of this work plane while you're not working on them and save it. Here changes the view. You'll see it move. See, look, there's bottom, top, left, and right. Here, down here, is your millimeter grid size. I do 1.0 millimeter grid size. You can go up to you can go up to 5 millimeters. You can go down to 0.1 millimeters. And that is more for your shapes than anything else. So as you can see, we have 2 here, and the biggest increment you can do is 5 millimeters. I choose to stick with 1. There you go. And then we'll show you the ruler. This helps me keep things in line. What you do is, if you want to straighten it with a corner, you take the circle and you bring it right to that corner. You'll see it line up with the other lines. It makes life easier when you're trying to make proper measurements. I have noticed freeforming it sometimes doesn't always work. Now we have shapes. Scroll down and you'll see the different shapes. Everything from cubes. You can also do text. See different silly shapes. These up here, the gray things, are called holes. We'll work with that a little bit today, and you'll see what that is. But let's work with a solid cube. See, text again. Cylinder, holes again. I just want to make you familiar with what we have to use right now. This is nothing fancy. This is just straightforward. We'll move it down again and go through a little bit more. We have a half circle. This is a wedge, which is actually really nice for brackets. There's a hexagon. There's a little, almost like a washer shape, which technically you could just make your own anyway with 2 cylinders, but why bother when it's already there? A rounded cone, and I don't even know what that little donut shaped thingy is. Alright, let's work with a cube. Here you go, you have a cube. To make it bigger, I grab this corner right where my mouse is and I pull it out like so. See? This makes it bigger. That lifts it off the plane, but I'm not doing that. This button right here makes your box taller. Also, these other ones do exactly the same as this corner. As you can see, it raises it. This is a solid. Now we're going to make a hole. I normally just take the normal shape once I figure out which shape I want to make the hole in. Oh, actually this time I'm actually going straight for the hole. Wow, that's surprising. Normally I just take the cylinder and turn it into a hole. Alright, so I made it a little bit taller than the original. Now I'm aligning it. This one aligns it off the board. I do not want to do that. So I'm going to align it, then I'm going to group it. And then see, you see right through. Now we're going to try to duplicate it. I had a little bit of an issue there. I think it was just glitchy because it was my computer. For some odd reason, I could not figure out why it would not duplicate hitting the duplicate button, which is right next to the little trash can. I hit it a few times and still did nothing. See, right here. I moved it, so maybe it was just not enough space again, and it would just move back. I selected it, again, nothing. And again, nothing. Like I said, I think it was a little glitchy. So what I did was I copied and I pasted it. And then I duplicated it and it worked. So now what we want to do is we want to finish up. To finish up, we are going to export that little button right there. Click it. My computer's running a little slow. There we go. So this will get it onto your computer. I like to do everything in the design. This also saves it, so if I need to log off and I need to do something, it's all saved. Then you can do the STL file, the OBJ, or SVG. This also does SVG for laser printing, for 2D. We're going to hit STL eventually. Like I said, computer's been a little glitchy today. I'm going through the different ones right now. The SVG you can also do for, I used it for Cricut designing. It was actually much easier to use than Cricut itself. Okay, so we are going to not close out. Gonna hit the SLT. There we go. Hit the SLT. I'm in Edge, so it's going to save it here. A little pop-up is going to come along at the bottom, right where my mouse is. Takes a couple seconds for my computer. There we go. You're going to hit save. I hit cancel because I don't need more blocks. I've got plenty. Just like so. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you use Tinkercad. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good day, and God bless.